All right. Welcome to another edition of Bleach Bangs Music. What's going on, you guys?
Hey,
What up? What up?
John
I dig
just
the
said,
new intro.
yeah, John just says, hey.
Hey,
What the
hey,
fuck
hey
was
guys,
that?
I'm here.
Okay, I got a text from Shauna here, and I don't know what it is.
Well, we're gonna find out live.
Shauna, I can't figure out how to get this link. It's not a Zoom link, it's their website. Okay. I will send Shauna a specific one.
well, while that's happening, we're figuring out our technical difficulties as normal.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not dwell too much in sadness tonight.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a rough day, though. Like, I think it hit the rock and roll community really hard
Mm-hmm.
overall, and it hit me pretty hard too. Like, it was there. I honestly I was having a nap yesterday, and I woke up to like 13 different notifications on my phone, text messages and messages, and I was like, "The hell's going on in this world?" And I was like, "Oh shit, that's not how you want to wake up."
Right?
Yep. I
So,
was packing up at my job site yesterday and about to move on to the next job, and my apprentice is like just looked at his phone, just checking the time, and he was like, "Oh shit, Ashton." And he turned his phone around to me, and I saw CBS News, Ozzy Osbourne. And I'm like, no, no, bullshit.
yeah,
Bullshit. That's no.
there's always so much fake news going around. It's kind of like only
Mm,
until I see it 6 times will I believe it from different sources. But
yep.
yeah, I
Yep.
have a bunch of people from work that are really into music as well. They're actually older guys like us. And they're like, dude, Ozzy. And then another one, is this true? And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
It just really kind of blows me away that they were planning this over a year ago. And then, you know, just 2 weeks afterwards, after they finally, they got it. And boom,
Yeah, literally
it's
2
it's
weeks.
just crazy. All
He
right.
went out singing like he wanted.
Yeah. Tony, can you hear
What's up,
us?
man?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
All right. You
Sweet.
sound good. All right.
I remember you guys. I've been on this before, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
you were on your tour bus last time.
Nice.
That's what we were doing. I was like, I can't put my finger on it. Was he driving in a car? And then we pulled it up. Ash is like, nope, he's in the tour bus.
Well,
That's it.
the RV. We haven't made it to the bus yet, but
Oh,
that's we're
no.
Okay.
getting there. We're getting there.
We call it a tour bus. It
Nice.
could be
Well,
a tour bus.
man, I've done some tours in some hellish vehicles, though. I swear to God.
You're probably
Oh.
just happy that it's an RV then.
Yes, sir.
It don't look too bad at all.
So anyway, reintroduce ourselves. My name is Randy. I'm in Oklahoma City.
I'm Ashton, and I'm out in Piedmont, Oklahoma.
and I am John. I'm in Topeka, Kansas.
Nice. I have friends in
Yeah, yeah.
Oklahoma and Kansas right now.
Right on.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell yeah.
we're right here.
That's what I was
Of
gonna
course you
say.
do.
Like, of course you do. We're here. We're here
Josie
with.
from Saliva, he lives in Oklahoma, and then
Yes, yep.
Nine, who's probably going to be our bass player. He was playing with Josie for a while, and he's a super cool guy. They live outside of Tulsa.
Really
Oh,
cool.
nice.
Yeah, yeah,
I ain't far at all then.
And this
yeah.
chick I'm
Josie,
talking to right now, she's staying in Kansas somewhere. Um,
Nope,
Somewhere.
not worth it. Not worth it.
he's like, I don't know.
no, she's just
There,
visiting. She lives in LA. She's visiting her daughter. But
Okay, that's
there were
better then.
cows. There were cows out the window. That's all I know. It's just
I don't
chewing
know.
cud.
But it's good old USA though, man. That's for sure. That's what I love about that area.
Hmm.
Uh, absolutely. So, tell us what you got going on. You've got a new album coming out, "Slay the Dragon."
Yes, sir.
Hopefully to be released in September. Do you have a hard date on that, or just September?
September 13th is the date.
Nice.
Oh,
Cool.
Yeah.
sweet.
Cool.
So there's a
Her like
bunch of
Even
great
that date.
songs on there. I'm so excited about this record, and there's one called "Do It for the Song." You know, it hasn't made the single rotation yet, but it's like tough as nails, man. And I'm really, with the last two records, I feel like the rhythms, like the sound, our sound is evolved, and like the rhythms are so important, and they're more like tribalistic and like warface, Indian, indigenous. Like I swear, some of the songs are like that. So
that's awesome. I was actually going to ask you that. This will be your sixth album, right?
yeah.
So
That's pretty good.
how do you feel that you evolved from number one all the way up to number six? How do you
I mean, how long
can
you
you even
got,
listen to
dude?
those? Can you even listen to those anymore? And it's like, oh, I was so amateur.
No, well, I can hear like a song came on. We had a party after the whiskey gig just a week or two ago, and a song came on my shuffle from the first record, and Johnny Love from Love Hate was over at the house, and he's my friend since I was a kid, and I was like, dude, I can hear the inexperience and youth in my voice, like, and he's like, well, yeah, he's like, that's how it is. And Johnny's like the sergeant of rock and roll, Johnny Love.
Yeah.
um but as a person, I've evolved so much, man. Like, I raised my son and he's in college now, and I healed myself through deaths of people I loved so much, and like the first three records, they're very dark to me. There's some great songs in those records, and I'm so proud of those records, but it's kind of dark to revisit it, to tell you the truth. And then back to Momo, I mean, we still do songs off the Back to Momo record that are staples, like Evil Eye, the title track, of course, and we'll do a couple others. Oh, Mirror Mirror on the Wall, we did that as an encore for the whiskey. um but then like I've said a million times, like after Todd died, like I just questioned life and everything, and I had a really bad marriage too, dude, and went through all kinds of shit. And then when after Todd died, I was like, I can't let this destroy my life like my girlfriend's death and my first wife's death did. And that's when I discovered the Shipibo Indians in the Amazon jungle of Peru doing ayahuasca, which I've now done 17 times.
What is that? Explain that to me. I was reading on that. What is this and how does it work and where can I get some?
Well, it's this ancient indigenous medicine. And, in LA, like they have these things where these trendy things where people are doing it and stuff. And this is sacred and holy. And it's not some trendy LA bullshit, like it shouldn't be treated as such. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? But when I went there the first time, like I found out who the real McCoys were, and I went and sought them out because after Todd died, who was one of my best friends and brother, I was like, I can't let this ruin my life. So I went with my, ex-wife now, but man, I got and so much healing. It's unbelievable. And when I was there, I was like, I can't do drugs. Like, I'm, I struggle with weed. Weeds, if I'm
Hmm.
like partying, it's like I'm having weed and a couple of roll your own cigarettes. Like, that's my. But I was like, I can't do drugs, and they're like, and they couldn't speak English, and they're like, Tony, not drugs, medicina. So what it is, and people have been like, oh, I've done mushrooms, I've done acid, this and that, and you cannot compare it to anything. And I've done all those things too, because truly it does take you to spiritual realms that you already know about, but you forgot that you know. So, and then what my first intention when I did the first time the ayahuasca was to see all my people that were on the other side, dude, and I saw all of them plus more that I wasn't expecting. Um, but the deep, profound like sorrow, I had so much sorrow and regret and whatever, resentment and all kinds of things that are poisonous for your fucking soul, dude. And we have the ability to let that shit go too. Like we forget how powerful we are. We're spirits, having human experiences. Like, look, man, we're all gonna die. Ozzy motherfucking died
Hmm.
yesterday, but this is shit that is so healing. And I mean, it takes brass balls to go to the fucking Amazon jungle and do this shit, but like I'm telling you, man, it changed my entire view. It changed my view on life, my past, people, myself, my children, their mothers. It changed my view. So it's changed my life internally. I mean, so
Is it like an herbal tea or do you smoke it? What is it?
yeah, so the Indians, they brew it in this cauldron, dude, like this witch's
Nice.
brew.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
and whatchamacallit, it's two plants together that come together and form the ayahuasca, and it has DMT in it, but and the story goes from the Indians that aliens came down and showed their ancestors which two plants to mix. So, but yeah, it's changed my life. It's beautiful. It's holy.
Love it.
That's
Love
pretty dope.
it.
I'm going
Folks
back
with
in
the
December too, dude. I want to go every year because look, you as a human, you're an instrument, dude. You know what I'm saying? And you got to. I'm an instrument. I have to stay in tune. So if I'm filled up like a fucking drain gets filled up with hair and stuff and it can't flow properly, if I get filled up with regret, resentment, remorse, or pain or whatever, the world, the crazy, crazy world. If I'm filled up with all this shit, I can't be a proper flow of energy, because a real artist to me is you don't make it about yourself and your dick and fucking all that. Like you're a channel, you know what I'm saying? You're a fucking channel. So if I'm clogged up with all those things, resentment, all that stuff, I can't be a proper channel. So for me to stay in tune, like I'm just gonna go to the jungle every year. Fucking love it.
I love it.
That's a hell of a way to keep that going too. That's
Bro.
fucking awesome.
And
Are you
plus
able?
Mhm.
Are you able to write around
Well, I
that
was just gonna
time?
say, dude, the inspiration of writing is like both records. The last two records are all ayahuasca songs. You know what I mean? Like it's so
Oh
deep,
hell
and
yeah.
it's so deep and spiritual for me. I mean, they're all ayahuasca inspired songs, dude. Like, we have this one song called "Free at Last," and I wrote it in part about my friend Casey Chaos. He was the singer for Amen. He just passed away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited about that song too. I mean, the lyrics are, I don't know, they're just amazing, so they're divinely inspired. That's what I feel like. Like, I don't even make it about myself. Like, I try not to because I don't, I love performing, I love writing, I love recording. And then, fuck, if you do something long enough, you get pretty good at it. So,
All right.
That is true.
And album number 6, you're just getting better and better.
yeah, thank you.
With that said, Randy, I think you got maybe a little clip
I do.
from one of
And
their new singles.
I'm really inspired after watching this video that I really want to see you dress up like that on stage because I think that would be freaking amazing. Is
The
that
Up in
something
Smoke
you
video?
might do? Yeah.
Yeah, dude. They took this one picture of me before the video came out. We were all so excited for that video to come out. And they took a picture of me and it looked like AI, because me and D, we did our make. Like, I was like, we don't need a fucking, we learned this years ago. Me and D, my rhythm guitar player, we don't need to fucking hire makeup people and hair people. We've been doing that shit on our own since we were kids. You know what I mean? But so me and Dee did the makeup and stuff on that stuff, and it just came out so cool. And when they took the picture of me, it looked like AI, like it didn't even look real.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, here we go with Up in Smoke.
Diamonds and gold and some precious stones, burying all of them making bones. Resignate at the king frequency. Electrifying, death-defying. If I'm too much, try someone less. It's raining gold, it's sparkle, it's all here. Get up and go. Yesterday is all gone up in smoke.
All right, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was love to see how long you could keep that up on stage. Or the headdress.
I
and
did
all
pretty
that,
good.
man.
I do have a crazy physical regimen that I do every day. But,
That's kind of like the guys that jog that have ankle weights and shit. You know, it's like, oh.
dude, I heard Jagger jogs and sings his set, and he's like 80. So,
Wow.
He's a fucking machine.
but he's an
That's
anomaly. So,
impressive.
He sure is. He's
fair.
built different.
yeah.
So that was single number 2 off of Slay the Dragon, and Mississippi Moonhound was your first one. Is that correct?
Yeah, there was a couple that we released as singles the end of last year that are going to be on the record as well. But yeah, those are the first 2 singles off Slay the Dragon. So,
Awesome.
and I love them. Wait till you hear the next one, man. It's called "Dying for You," and I swear to God, man, I like this song is just because I had a formula. First, I told our manager of my band, I'm like, look, Mississippi Moonhound, we're gonna get their attention. Um, Up in Smoke, we're gonna have their attention, and then "Dying for You," dude. Fucking the chorus is so good. It's like stupid, and it's so real because really it's about my ex-wife. I mean, she was fucking killing me, dude, and this was like 8 years, and I never ever thought I was gonna get on the other side, man. I thought there was no escaping it. Like my fucking heart was forever damaged, and with her there was nothing I can do about it. And pretty much lately it's like I'm on the other side of it, and man, there was moments I thought I would never get out, like I said. And that fucking love, like Steven Tyler says, that kind of love is the killing kind. Like she
Mm-hmm.
was the fucking killing kind, dude. Queen of Everything's about her, off the Psych Ward record. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I told our manager we were having dinner, our bass player and our manager and his wife, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it's about Carr. That was my ex's name, Carr." And she goes, "Well, Tony, aren't they all?" And I was like, I started laughing. I was like, "No, almost though, almost, yes." So, but that's a really good
That-
one, "Dying for You." I'm excited for you guys to hear that. You're gonna love it.
I can't
that one's-
wait.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
So, I keep saying in interviews, like, man, we need a bone. Like, someone needs to throw us a bone. Like, if Joe and Steven do an Aerosmith tour, or Duff and Slash and Axel, like we want to do some fucking real dates with some giants, man. Because like, look, the records are great, but we bring it fucking live too, and we're carrying the torch of rock and roll and the flag, like for rock and roll, especially, dude. I mean, Ozzy, like. What a huge, I mean, that guy, he shaped my life, dude, and rock and roll. Like, I hope this puts a fire under people's asses to fucking embrace rock and roll again, because, I mean, fuck, he was. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about losing Ozzy Osbourne. Like, that's just crazy, dude.
I
He was a
know.
role model forever from every corner of music.
A
Doesn't
role
matter what
model,
you
nice.
play.
I love. He would
Yeah.
probably
yeah.
laugh.
He would. You're right. He even said, "I don't want to be a role model." He was inspiration. Would be the
But
right
carrying
word.
the
He was
rock and roll
inspiration.
flag. So, like Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith, AC/DC, even Buck Cherry, even Steel Panther. I'm friends with those guys. Like,
Yeah.
take us out on the road. Let us prove ourselves. Throw us a bone. We won't let you down. And we won't let your fans down either. So,
We're gonna get them hyped up for y'all.
Hell
That's
yeah.
the whole point.
Well, how was Crew Fest Hollywood? You have anything special come out of that?
I mean, it was killer, whatchamacallit, except for we had some technical problems. Like, as soon as I got on stage, my in-ears weren't working, and yeah, I hate that. And it was the sound check. Oh, the sound check's great. And by the time you get on the show, like, it's completely different,
Yeah.
because like a
Yeah.
bunch of bands played before.
Yeah.
But we had a good turnout, and it was, despite the technical difficulties, we had a good set. And we had our 2 midgets on stage with us, and not because you got to have 2, not 1. And then
That
we
was at
rocked
the
that
whiskey,
shit.
correct?
I was at the whiskey, yeah.
Ah, sweet.
That is awesome.
Love it.
One
Yeah.
just makes it awkward.
Yeah, you gotta have 2. I gotta have 2 on both sides of me, just in case. Just in case some shit goes down. It's
Take
so
some
funny.
kneecaps for me.
I was telling my son, I was like, dude, I go, when I was growing up, man, I was like, Ozzy always had the midgets, and my son's like, really? That's where you got it from, or whatever, So, but Ozzy had midgets, Alice Cooper, you know, of course, Kid Rock had Josie, remember? You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah.
So Tony, since we brought up the Aussie topic, we were gonna wait till late on this, but I wanted to
Yeah.
ask if you had like a top three type songs from Ozzy that you love or were inspirational to you.
Supernaut. I love Supernaut off Volume 4. I could sing that shit like nobody's business too.
Oh,
You know,
hell yeah.
I love that song. And let me look. Hold on, because I have a, you know, I studied Ozzy, and I have a. I mean, I can do like 20 Sabbath songs, but let me see. Oh, Fairies Wear Boots is really fun to sing. After Forever is another great one. Hole in the Sky. Of
Yep.
course, Sweet Leaf, and
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many, you know.
Yeah.
And then,
His
of course, the
arsenal
solo
is
shit. The solo shit for me as a kid was huge too. You know, so even the Jakey Lee records and stuff that was
Mm-hmm.
huge for me.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
Bark at the Moon and stuff like. I mean, Ozzy was just. I mean,
He definitely surrounded himself with really killer people, boy.
God, yeah, he did.
Oh, thought we lost you.
oh, God, no, hold on.
I was like, what
I did
happened?
too. I was
Hold
like,
on one second. I
okay,
gotta
Yeah, I was like, it got real quiet.
we lost him. Let's pull up their website and let everybody see where to find their
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean, I could definitely do that for a second. That is not a
Shop some
problem
merch.
at all.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, you crystal clear. A little bit of website bragging while we're at it.
Yeah,
It's
that
nice
that
that you
smoke
guys
big
have all
bucks.
of your music right up front.
Yeah, man. It's all about the music and then live, delivering it live. That's where it's at. Like, because when I go see
This
a band,
I love right stop there, Ashton. That box right there. What all does that say underneath there? People that are not allowed to this show?
I don't know. Does it?
I don't know. Can you read it, Ashton? It's a little small on our screen.
I can't see it. Yeah.
I mean, this part, the
Yes, the white.
okay, yeah, it says must be in dress code: goth, fetish, industrial, alternative rocker, or all black, or
Oh yeah.
cosplay. No blue jeans, flannel, sports, beach, or street attire, or white sneakers.
Yep. White sneakers. I love the white sneakers. Dude, she
I
wouldn't
love
let she wouldn't let our crew guy. I've known that girl forever, and she wouldn't let our crew guy in because he had white fucking tennis shoes on. We had to give him money to go to the fucking army surplus and get some boots and shit.
That's crazy.
But I love that. It's so great. Like, and she won't stray from it either. But see, I love because I would never wear those things, and I wish I had a sign like that in my own house. But you know, that's not the real world.
Right.
But I love that shit. You know, I think it's so funny. You know.
Yeah,
I'm
I
happy
was
you
just
pointed that
scrolling
out because
along.
that's funny.
I was just scrolling along and I was just like, oh, where is this? What the fuck?
There's a dress code. I love
Dude.
that.
Bar Sinister. When we played there in 2023, literally there was a fucking riot across the street where they were burning cars and shit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
God.
our crew guy Scott Willis, who was with Saliva for years, he lives in Little Rock, but you know he comes out for the shows. But he was filming it like, yeah, it was just nuts.
Damn.
Same guy who had the white sneakers, Scott Willis.
Of course, out of dress code, kick them out.
Then our other crew guy, we call him Satanic Alan, because he listens to that kind of metal that's like, yeah, you know. And I grew up with
Shit.
fucking, you know, I love Slayer and all kinds of hardcore and punk rock, but I'm not down with that shit. Where like, you know, it's super cool music, heavy, and then like some crazy vocals come in, you're just like, yeah, I'm out. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Right.
Satanic Alan, our other crew guy listens to that kind of shit. So. And he was
Yeah,
all
it
up in
can
arms.
definitely go too far.
He was up in arms because our drummer used to play in Goat Whore, which I guess is a big deal. You know, I don't.
Yep,
What
yeah,
the
I've heard of them.
hell?
Lots
Goat Whore.
going on. Lots going on the website. So make sure everybody goes to the website and buys some merch.
Yeah,
For
man.
real, buy merch, please.
DIY, and we're gonna have vinyl and CDs for Slay the Dragon, of course, and we still have that. We still have letters from Psycho. We have plenty of stock of merch and all that. And I mean,
Yeah.
Plenty of
we're
choices.
having it printed up, dude, in vinyl and CDs because I was the kid that I read all the liner notes, I read all the lyrics,
Mhm.
and there's still kids out there and adults that love that.
Yeah.
So-
Let's bring it back, man. We
Right.
need to get that
Please,
back.
yeah.
Stupid streaming services.
Man, it was
Right.
cool at this last gig though. We have more and more people singing the lyrics, which is really cool. That's so. I mean, that's such an honor for me. Because I take great
Good
pride
feeling.
writing lyrics, and I consider myself a wordsmith. But
Mhm.
I don't say that lightly either. I have some lyrics that are easier to sing than to say. On purpose.
Fair.
Yeah.
Do we just go blank?
What's that?
Yeah.
Thank-
Yeah.
Complete.
I feel like I'm always jumping in. Jump in, guys.
Well, yeah, because I was like, I had a brain fart because I actually had a question, but I forgot it. Touring shows, anything? Is there anything in the works? Because
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys probably are excited to get out there again.
Yeah, man. I mean, we just did that tour with the Dead Boys, and then we did some dates with Texas Hippie Coalition, and then we did a few dates with Josie from Saliva, and then we're looking for dates right now. We're probably going to go out with Texas Hippie Coalition again, and then I'm actually going to fly to the UK in September and have a meeting with Corey Clark from Warrior Soul, and see if we could put together a Warrior Soul Blacklist Union tour in the UK and Europe and stuff. So I think it'd be really
That would
good.
be sick. That'd be a fun one.
So Warrior Soul and Spread Eagle are playing in the UK in September. I bought tickets, so I'm just going to go there and talk to them in person because I know them. I've had interactions with them, but I want to sit down and talk some business with them.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
something a phone
Get the
call
lay of
is
the land.
not the best for.
Right. Yeah, look a
Yeah, no,
person.
awesome.
I taught my son as a young boy, like, when you shake a man's hand, you look him square in the eye and you squeeze his hand hard like a handshake.
Mhm.
I just like to do things face to face, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's the thing where, I tell my kids, like, you can't have any kind of relationship via text. I was like, that's bullshit. Like, you have to call people and stuff. Like, look, I'm from New York. I'm cynical. I say things funny and whatever. And if texting, it could come across a completely different way.
It sure does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus,
Absolutely.
you lack the spirit, like your spirit and soul. Fuck that. Like, I mean, texting is okay for some things, but not to maintain a relationship of any kind.
For asking quick questions or just something quick. It's not for you can't feel the energy, you can't hear how they sound, you can't hear how it comes across. It's lots lost in that.
My daughter, she's 13, dude. You wouldn't believe her with the fucking phone. I'm like, yo, get off the phone.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm not, dude.
Yeah, I
shut-
think it's getting worse and worse. The younger generations are just getting more and more attached to. At some point, something's got to break.
My son's not, and he's going to be 19 in September. He's not attached to his phone. And it's so nice. Like,
That's good.
That's
he's
good.
inspired me to like be less on my phone because fuck like I don't want to be on my phone all the time. Like,
I'd rather be out doing something, talking to somebody, being productive.
yeah.
Dude, I remember back in the 90s and shit, what did we do? I mean, fuck. How did we keep up with each other,
We didn't.
We met up with each
I
other.
felt
That's
like
what
we
we did.
did. I felt like we were still just as in contact, it seemed like to me.
We met up with each
Oh, yeah.
other. See, that's the difference.
Yeah.
And social media gives the facade of like you're social and shit, but it's all horse shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I
mean,
think. I don't know. And it's so mesmerizing and hypnotizing that, people just there's video of people fucking falling off cliffs because they were looking at their phone. You know what I mean?
That's
People
no
get
shit.
hit,
Yeah.
real.
people get hit by cars and fucking, I mean, really, it's crazy. So I remember this
No.
Twilight Zone or something. I remember watching as a kid like a repeat of Twilight Zone or
maybe it was some other, maybe it was Star Trek, but like it was this planet where everyone was walking around like zombies looking at this device. I swear to God, I wish I could find it. But they were walking around looking at the device and like they were like, what the hell? You know, everyone's looking at this thing. And that's what the phone has become, you know?
Yeah,
Yep.
no, 100%. It's
Gross.
ridiculous.
Yeah. One thing about going to the jungle is like, you know, you get to you know, just tap out for 2 weeks. Like you don't have any of that shit. And it's so like you wouldn't believe what it has done for like my spirit and soul to just not have that again. Because there was a time, you know, when the world wasn't like that. And there was a feeling involved too. And like having that shit, being free of like your email and my phone and all this shit, like man, it's like you could breathe, you know.
Yeah, not worried about anything, just enjoying everything that you see because that's all you got. And
The
I
moments.
can
And
only imagine.
when I first started going to the jungle, I was like, man, these people have nothing. Like, you know, because they live in houses where there's no glass where the windows should be, but there's the window holes. And then they have doorways with no doors and stuff. And like, they don't have a lot of shit and like physical possessions. And then, you know, I was like, man, they don't have nothing. And then by the time I left, I was like, oh, they have everything because they have love, they have community, like they have togetherness, like they don't really have any fucking worries, you know, like we do, you know.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, no, that's definitely something that we've become very, very disconnected from.
yeah. And there's so many distractions. I mean, look, dude, I haven't watched the fucking news in years now, and like just all of that, like there's so many distractions.
Hmm.
Coffee, it could be cigarettes, it could be weed, it could be whatever, you know, sex, you know, women.
Always something.
Yeah, we're just constantly stimulated. I mean, if we go 20 seconds without being stimulated, I think our mind just kind of goes, what the hell's going on? Because we're just
Hmm.
so used to it. But I just remember back then, it was like, I felt like we still stayed in contact just about as well as what we do now. And you're right. We went to the
Right,
place.
right.
Hmm.
We knew where our friends were hanging out and we knew what time they were going to be there. And that's where we were going to be.
Yeah. I know.
And back in the day, that's how I would find my friends, and that's how my brother would find his friends. Is we'd hop on our bikes, we'd be like, "All right, mom, dad, we're out." Hop on our bikes, go down the street, and look for the pile of bikes in front. And I'm like, "Oh, that's such and such's bike. They're hanging out with such and such." And boom, there you go. Didn't even have to talk to them. I just found their bike.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, I remember always having to call my mom and dad's work just to talk to them, say, "Hey, is it okay if I go over
Right.
to?" And we would call
Yeah,
their fucking job. Hey, your son's on the line. you know.
on the home phone.
What about, remember there was a phone number you could dial to find out what time it was?
Yep.
Yes.
I think it was
Yep.
any area code 853 and any four, like any four digits. I don't know. I might be incorrect. But the
It's
best thing is
crazy.
when
That
my
was the thing.
kid was like, well, why would someone go into a booth to use a phone? I'm like, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, it's because we didn't have these little smartphones, these computers in your
Yeah.
pocket. Damn it, phones were a little harder to come by.
But you got to look through to the beauty, you know, through the darkness. You got to find the beauty and the light, man. It's like, because fuck, I was a pessimist, negative motherfucker for a long time, and I had to, you know, fucking free myself from that shit. You know, it's up to me, like what kind of life I want to have, you know. But I have to be free of all these distractions and stuff. Like I'm
Mhm.
super disciplined too. Like what did I do today? Like um, I went to yoga. I have a boxing trainer. I practice vocals on the elliptical for an hour, and then now I'm gonna walk through the Hollywood Hills. I do this walk, but I do that like 5 days a week. I do yoga 6 days a week. Like
Hell yeah.
you know, I try to
Hey,
stay, because what happens with physical exercise, you get emotional and mental health benefits as well too. You know, I swear, and that's my favorite part. And then I can look fucking hot for some sexy ass Betty Page looking bitch too. And
oh yeah, it's every
Look
single
out,
aspect. You're winning.
Jagger.
what's that,
I said, look out, Jagger.
dude? I got this girl. I'm so excited about meeting her. Like, She looks like Betty Page. She's absolutely gorgeous.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Her
That's
name's
always
Sydney. That's the one that's in Kansas right now. And then whatchamacallit, she flies back to LA like Friday or Saturday. And then I'm gonna take her out to a nice dinner. Like chivalry. Chivalry is not dead. You know what I mean? But for the most part, I like Southern girls. Southern girls have a different. I mean, LA girls are rough. I like
Yeah.
Southern.
Southern's are
Those are
just more homey.
They're naughty and nice. You know what I mean? And all the right.
Yeah. That is true. Very, very true.
Hey Randy, do you have Mississippi Moonhound clip that we could play a little?
You know what? I put that on my thing to upload because I was really digging it, and I'm like, no, I'm just gonna do their
Okay.
latest release. So I don't, but Ashton, I can tell by the look on your face right there. You're gonna
he's
get that
on
to
it.
you're gonna get that
I
to
mean-
stream from YouTube.
I am on it, but you're gonna have to give me a couple seconds.
I love the chorus on that where it says, Mississippi Moonhound, can you smell the poppies? Of course, that's the opiate reference. And then it says, a whisper on a breeze. That's my daughter. Like one time I was like, she's like a whisper on a breeze when she was little and liked me. You know what I mean? So, Mississippi Moonhound, can you smell the poppies? A whisper on a breeze. Then the next line is, the cat women of Mars have gone too far. And that's about all the chicks in LA, dude, getting all this butt, like ape butt lips and stuff, like monkey butt lips and like crazy Botox. First they look like a cat and then they graduate to an alien is what it seems to be, the dichotomy or whatever. But so that's the chorus. Yeah. Mississippi Moonhound, can you smell the poppies? A whisper on a breeze. The cat women of Mars have gone too far. I need a backbone, not a wishbone. And that's about my ex-wife where, I need a backbone, not a wishbone, basically.
I like that.
Sums it up. I love writing, and all of it. If you tell me a Blacklist Union song, I'll tell you the story it is about my life because all of those songs are stories about my life. The real story, the fucking good, bad, and ugly.
Well, good timing because I think I finally found a pretty good little spot to get that thing started up on.
What
Take
thing?
it away.
Go with it.
Too far. I need a backbone, not a wishbone. Don't assume, cause when you do, you make an ass out of you and me.
Yeah, then there's that old saying, don't assume, because when you do, you make an ass out of you and me.
Oh yeah.
Ain't that the truth?
That's for damn sure.
Very much so.
Can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear you.
I was gonna say,
Randy,
you're muted.
you're muted, Randy.
You're muted.
Hold on.
I had
There you
company
go.
show up. So, oh, I was just wondering if you had anything else that you want to throw out there. Where to check you out, the best place, the website. I think we've already got that in the comments on Facebook. There it is, right there. Yeah.
He just clicked out. He just left us.
Oh,
What?
He said, "I'm tired of y'all."
well, here's the website anyway.
Well, let's be safe. Oh,
There
he
he
came
is.
back. I was gonna say, let's start talking about him.
Oh,
I don't know what happened.
that's so funny.
Technology.
Technology.
Yeah, I'm not too savvy with technology. I was like, Dylan, I told my son, I'm like, we need a new remote. Like, I lost the universal remote or whatever. He's like, dude, you could do it from your phone. I'm like, you can? I'm like,
Sounds weird.
I don't even care. It's like Jetsons, and I don't even care. You know what I mean? So, because I have my life, my niche with my life. You know what I do, and it's playing music, writing music, and I own this business. Like, selling copier supplies on the phone that I've been doing for years. But I mean, I work from my house, I work for myself, and then music is my life. It always has been. So, dude, we were doing the video, right? And the producer or one of the guys goes, this part, like, we want you to act like kind of normal, like when you go home and you're not rocker guy or whatever. And I was like, what? I'm like, I was like, dude, this ain't a disguise. Like, there's no going home and like taking off my fucking costume like Batman. Like, what you see is what you get. Like, I'm like this every day, So
24/7.
my daughter was like, you can't wear makeup when you come pick me up at school. I'm like, why? I'm like, why?
Try me.
I was like, why? I've been wearing that shit since I was 13. And she goes, all the little girls ask, why does your daddy wear makeup? I'm like, yo, tell him I'm some rocker dude. And she goes, I did. And I'm like, okay, fine, fine. I go, I won't wear the eye makeup, but the nail polish stays. And she was like, all right.
Fair enough.
Yeah, she's something else. Mia, my daughter, she's beautiful and she's 13 and it's rough, dude.
That's a rough age.
It's rough. So
Oh, I'm excited for that. I got a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
enjoy it. That's a beautiful age. The 5 is a great age.
Yeah.
There's so that age is so life changing. Look at me, like 5 years old, the Bowie thing. Like I saw the poster of David Bowie and was like, oh yeah, that's what I want to do. So 5 is a big deal.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it definitely is. I'm enjoying it so far.
What's your daughter's name?
My son's name is Roxas.
Roxas?
Roxas, yep.
Is he in kindergarten or first grade or?
He's about to start kindergarten here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's cool. How exciting. Dude, one time I picked up my son, he was in kindergarten and I was wearing like this trench coat and like a hat and glasses. And then I went to pick up my son and his buddy like gasps and he's like, you look like a stranger. And I was like, oh, I guess I do.
It's a shoe fits.
The quintessential stranger, that you see in the storybooks and shit. I was like, oh yeah,
I was thinking the album cover for Danger Danger.
I don't know that.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
Right on, guys. Randy, you want to go back to that question you were asking?
Yeah,
we lost Tony. And
do you have anything else that you want to share with us that you have coming down the pipe? Anything to get out to the listeners? Just where to find all your merch, of course. Like I said, we've already got that link out there in the in Facebook in the comments to your website. Lots of merch. Go check it out. Yeah,
thank you so much. I mean, we're not hard to find. Just Google Blacklist Union. It's blacklistunion.com, and there's plenty of stuff. So and we want to, if people don't, one thing I want to say is if you love rock and roll, check us out because we bring it. We proudly say that we bring it, and we bring it live too. So tell a friend.
and you might wear a headdress.
That would be awesome.
And there might be a couple midgets there as well. So
And
don't show up in white tennis shoes though.
no white tennis shoes.
I'm sold already.
Yeah.
All
Nice.
right. Well, thank you so much. And just as
Yes,
a
of course.
tribute, we're gonna go out with a little bit of Ozzy Osbourne.
Right on.
Oh, my gosh, why does that sound so much better now? I don't know. There's just something eerie about that now.
Oh, God, yeah. I love it.
Pulls on the soul a little bit.
That is for sure.
Hey, do we have anything else that we want to cover?
I don't have any added notes tonight.
Okay.
I mean, I was gonna say, unless we wanted to chat Aussie for a little bit, that'd be about the only choice. But
Well, it's starting to get loud down in my basement,
I think
so I've got.
I don't
folk
think people care.
here. So,
No, it's up to y'all.
I think we should play it out.
play it out. As in,
exit stage left.
I can't find it. Where the hell is it? There it is.
We bang your ugly friends too.